Hey, gang, I've been doing this creator thing for a long time. Long enough to remember when monetization sounded like a made up Star Trek word. Monetization. I built a life on this platform, sometimes barely, many times barely, actually, sometimes comfortably, not too comfortably, but always creatively. For a few golden years, YouTube was my full time job. Tough? Yes, absolutely. Worth it? Every second. Because nothing beats turning weird ideas into something people actually feel, the times that I've been able to do that. Then came the crash. My channel was demonetized for over a year. Some of you guys already know that. No ads, no revenue, just the echo of my own uploads bouncing back at me. Still, I didn't quit. For a while, well, actually not for a while, currently now, I moved over, started my Talking the Orville channel, which is alive and well. I just uploaded a podcast of just earlier today, talking about the Orville season 4. Um, and really, I love having a Talking the Orville channel. I have so much Orville to talk about that I really thought it was the right thing to do to give it its own channel because there's lots of things over here, sci-fi sci-fi tropes, especially right now, that I want to talk about. So that's what I've been doing over here. Uh, but yeah, I didn't quit. I kept making videos. I'm still making videos because the community mattered more than the paycheck. And believe me, I've had plenty of times where there's no paycheck. And even the paychecks I do get aren't really enough to pay the bills with. And I try to live a life where I have as few bills as I possibly can. I actually just paid off two big bills recently, so now I don't have to deal with those anymore. I'm really happy, but that's a personal achievement. You guys don't need to worry about that. But eventually, this channel, Egotastic FunTime, it did get remonetized. Cue the confetti. Only problem though is it felt like someone turned the confetti cannon upside down. Ever since I've been remonetized, my reach has been, I guess, throttled, suppressed, hidden. Choose your dystopian adjective. And it's not paranoia when the analytics, I have a hard time saying that word. The analytics, if you're a YouTuber or anyone doing anything online, you know what analytics means, but the analytics look haunted. I mean, I've been posting multiple long form videos every month this year. My editing's better, my pacing's tighter. I'm finally confident in my delivery. These are the best videos I've ever made, in my opinion. I'm exploring sci fi tropes, time travel, the multiverse, the post apocalypse. I just uploaded that earlier today. That's my favorite videos that I've ever made so far. And I'm about to jump into my next sci-fi trope. Well, first I have to identify what that sci-fi trope is going to be. I'm thinking I'm going to go with robots, like the Terminator, uh, Ex Machina, stuff like that. We'll see. I got a whole list that I wrote down of different sci-fi tropes. We'll see which one I land on. My pacing's tighter. I think I already talked about that. But I feel these are like my best videos. I'm exploring the sci-fi tropes, and yet somehow nobody's really seeing these videos. Subscribers message me occasionally saying, "Wait, you still make full videos?" Others stumble upon me months later, like I'm a VHS tape found in the rubble of Blockbuster. Oh, Blockbuster. I remember Blockbuster. I miss Blockbuster. But I don't miss leaving my house. I had to leave my house to go to Blockbuster. But it's wild, you guys. I never stopped. I've just stopped being seen. It's really weird. And let's be clear, I don't think whoever is piloting the ship over at YouTube is personally hitting the suppress button every time I upload. This isn't a villain story. This is a ghost story. Perfect for Halloween, I guess. When a channel goes inactive or loses monetization, YouTube's system quietly buries it under a newer, shinier video, bigger, flashier data, I guess you can say. You vanish from recommendations, your notifications stop firing, the machine assumes you're gone. And speaking of notifications, I've been putting up a ton of shorts videos because that's what you're supposed to do apparently with YouTube now is put up shorts videos. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to put up so many videos and people are getting bombarded with notifications. Well, I looked it up and apparently YouTube says that when you put up a shorts video, your subscribers don't get notified. And I'm like, oh, perfect. That way I can put out videos, hopefully find some new subscribers that might want to come on board the Egotastic train. No harm, no foul. But I've been hearing from you guys that some of you are being notified every time I put up a shorts video. And I'm like, God, last month I put up 2 shorts videos a day for 30 days in a row. That's a ton of notifications for a bunch of little minor nothing videos. And not, I mean, they're not nothing, but they're not a full-fledged idea of they're not a full-fledged video. You're not getting much out of. They're just little promos for Egotastic FunTime. They were never meant uh to notify subscribers about it. And now I'm like, well, and now I'm hearing that some of you are being notified. I'm like, well, what do I do now? I needed these shorts in order to hopefully get noticed, even though YouTube seems to be stifling the reach of my shorts as well. I mean, everything I'm told about, oh, consistency. Yeah, put up uh, uh, 2 shorts a day. Don't make it 3. That might be a little too much, but 2, oh, that's the sweet spot. That's all BS. You can't listen to what any of the gurus say out there when it comes to YouTube. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching a YouTube guru, to learn about how to upload to YouTube or to be a content creator, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just talking out their ears like much of the internet is doing these days. But every upload that I do, it feels like I'm whispering, I'm still into the void, hoping the algorithm still remembers my name. FYI, it doesn't. It's not very egotastic of you, algorithm. Don't know why people are all obsessed about Al Gore's rhythm, but I guess they are. And here's the irony. I'm finally making content I'm proud of. I've hit that magical point where I'm not just posting, I'm creating, and I am just having a great time. Day before yesterday, when I was editing uh, my new video about the post apocalypse, in the middle of it, I was like, man, I am really enjoying this. It feels like a well, it doesn't feel like a lot of work, but if you look at my list of things that I got to do to get this video finished, it seems like it's impossible to do, but I'm enjoying it so much that I'm just breezing right through it, having a great time. Feels really good to be in front of a computer doing quote unquote grind work and having a great time doing it. But the reward for improving your craft apparently isn't visibility when it comes to YouTube, it's obscurity. Meanwhile, reaction channels that re upload movie scenes with emoji faces rack up 500,000 views. And I'm not saying that I deserve 1,000,000 views or anything like that, though. If you want to go ahead and give me 1,000,000 views, I'm not going to complain. Uh, but definitely more than just a couple of hundred views. I mean, I'll spend 3 to 5 days making a video, in the small moments of time that I have to actually work on a video, because life is life. You gotta work your day job. You got I'm a family man, so I have a family to take care of. I got lawns to mow, trashes to take out, stuff like that. But it's like you're training for years to run a marathon when it comes to YouTube, only to discover the finish line's behind a paywall. I mean, there's nothing that I post online, social media, or YouTube where they're not asking you to promote it, to pay to promote it, which seems like a lot of if you want to be noticed anywhere online, you got to pay for it, and I'm not going to do that. So here I am doing everything they say I'm supposed to do, and then some. Trust me, I do thumbnails that pop. I do 3 thumbnails that pop because they have the A/B testing. When you upload, a video to YouTube, you can put 3 different, thumbnails, attach it to your video, and then they'll rotate, uh, uh, your different, thumbnails when they're, recommending your video to viewers to see which one pops, which one is getting the most clicks, and then, after the test is run, I I don't know, a week or so, I don't know how long they run, they'll tell you, "Oh, this is the one that did the best. This is what your new thumbnail is." But it's like I'm shouting through a wormhole that lets only whispers through. I'm doing all this stuff and it doesn't matter. The numbers don't add up. So after a couple of weeks, my videos average a few hundred views. I already said that. And I know the difference between a niche channel and a forgotten one. I've been doing this a long time. I've been paying attention to everything uh for the last decade that happens on my channel, to my videos, the views, the drop offs, when people drop off, comments, likes, all that stuff, every single video. And I've still been running tests the entire time. I'll post something just to see what YouTube does to it. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I've run too many tests instead of just saying, this is what I'm doing. This is my format. Even though now, currently, I do feel like I have my current format. But the few people that do watch my video and comment on my video, the algorithm isn't rewarding engagement. It's only rewarding momentum, which won't allow my videos to actually achieve. At least it feels that way. I mean, I don't want to be, one of them conspiracy theorists that post about, oh, the internet is ruining everything. They're attacking me. The internet doesn't care. But if you lose your momentum, it's like trying to restart a rocket with a lighter. Good luck with that. You might burn your hand off. I think my hand might be a little scorched at this point because every creator I know has a theory about this. Some say it's AI curation bias, some say it's the shift to shorts. Others say YouTube secretly hates long form content unless you're already famous. And it feels like that sometimes. And honestly, it might be all of the above or none of the above. Basically, everything that happens with YouTube as a YouTube creator, it's all guesswork because they're not going to tell you anything. You can ask, they're not going to tell you. And the real hit in all of this isn't really financial, even though there's not much financial stuff to talk about when it comes to my content creation. It's emotional. You pour your heart into something, you hit publish, you watch the view counter crawl slower than dial up internet, and you start to ask, am I shouting into an empty room? It messes with your sense of purpose. Let me tell you, there's been many times over the last 10 years where I'm like, F this, I'm done. This is a waste of time, but I love it so much. I love sitting in front of a computer, coming up with ideas, writing them down, and even the ideas I write down, once I think I've come up with an idea and a plan and I record it and I start editing it, it becomes a whole other uh uh different editing process. I mean, you're editing a video, but you're coming up with more ideas while you're editing it, and you're putting that into the video as well. I love doing that. Well, so really, once I hit record, I only have half an idea. The rest of the idea comes along in the editing process. That might sound lame to some people or boring, but I love it. But creating these videos, it's not about numbers, it's about connection. I've had comments that made my whole week, you guys. Messages from people who said a video helped put them in a better mood. That's all it takes for me. That's what fuels me. If I make a video and someone kind of liked it, that's great. That's a win. But lately, that connection feels distant, like trying to talk to old friends through thick glass. So here's my idea as a test, okay? I haven't done it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but you tell me what you think. a new channel. Maybe call it Egotastic JP, because my latest videos are, I am very much front and center in everything I do in the videos. And I got animations, I got all kinds of stuff going on in my new videos, but I make sure that I am at the center so that people can't complain, really. Like, I'll make something and I don't want anyone to think I'm taking uh any type of creation or art away from anyone else. So I make it all about me, as an example, to other people to say, hey, make some original things that are about you and have some fun with it. That's what I've been doing. So this idea is just basically like a fresh algorithmic identity for myself. I'll re-edit my best recent videos. I mean, I got about four or five, and I'll just re-edit them. Like the time travel video that I did, the post-apocalypse video, the multiverse video. I did a video that I really liked. Well, the conversation I really liked. It was about Star Trek: The Next Generation, how it was a big influence on me growing up. I would really love to re-edit that, put some more visuals into it, and I'll put that up there as well. So I'll re-upload them to the new channel. Egotastic JP is the name that I'm going with right now, because Egotastic, that's kind of my thing, and I'm JP. So people will be able to understand that it's me if they find this channel. They go, oh, that's JP. I know that sucker from Egotastic FunTime. So if those videos they suddenly perform better, then we'll know this channel, the main Egotastic FunTime, was quietly throttled by YouTube. Now, if they perform the same, which is no performance at all, maybe it's time to rethink how we creators measure success in this new ecosystem. Either way, it'll be a fascinating experiment in algorithmic anthropology, and that's kind of my thing. I've been um, conducting experiments on YouTube the entire time. A lot of people don't realize, they might see a mistake in something I said or in a visual, thinking that I did that on accident. I'm like, no, I put mistakes on purpose in many of my videos just to see who brings those mistakes up and puts it in the comments, and therefore you get some more engagement, because YouTube loves engagement. I'm like, a great way to get more engagement is to do something wrong, and people are it's the human it's part of being human is to point out errors. So I'm like, hey, let's try that out, and that works great. A little bit of egotastic behind the scenes magic for you to take in and see what you want to do with that. But everything I do on purpose with my content. So what do you guys think? Should I start Egotastic JP as a test or keep fighting the good fight here? I feel like I've been fighting the good fight here. I mean, I put out a lot of videos this year, full length videos, and yet there are people who do not know that I still put out full length videos, even though I put out a lot of full length videos. Let me know in the comments what you think. Your feedback isn't just helpful, it's visibility fuel. For me, what was it 2015? YouTube started as a creative playground. I mean, if I guess it did that for everyone, real people, real voices, weird webcam lighting, which I still have weird webcam lighting. Yeah, my videos that I've been putting out is actually still filmed on a webcam. I use the Elgato, what's it called? Camp Elgato camera something. It's face cam. That's what it's called. The Elgato face cam. I would love to upgrade to the 4K version, but I would need a computer that can handle 4K editing, which I really cannot justify upgrading anything right now, because the stuff that I am making isn't, people aren't even clicking on it. So if people start clicking on it and there was some YouTube funding going on, then I would upgrade even further, because that's the end goal, is to have my content fund making more content bigger and better. I'd love to hire people to do things at some point. That would be great. I would love to give people jobs, but we ain't there yet. So we'll save that conversation for another day, another month, another year, another decade. We shall see where this roller coaster gets off at. But somewhere along the way with YouTube, it became a corporate theme park. I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed that. The rides are still fun, but the tickets are all algorithmic. You can't just be creative anymore. You have to be consistent, clickable, and contextually relevant to a machine's invisible checklist. Ugh, so much to think about. I miss the old days when weirdness was rewarded, when a rant about Star Trek ethics could go viral next to a cat playing piano. Now it feels like the platform wants predictability, and I've tried that too, and that didn't work for me either. A creative monoculture disguised as infinite choice. YouTube, stupid YouTube. Oh, I get so mad thinking about YouTube, but I love it. And there is a silver lining. The people still matter. Every view, every comment, every share, it's a pulse, a reminder that there's still life in the signal. Now, I've realized I'm not fighting for algorithmic favor. I'm fighting for connection. That's the real metric that counts. Though I don't know if anything real counts anymore to these digital online corporations. But if 100 people truly engage with what I create, really feel it, that's more powerful than 1,000 who just scroll past out of boredom, which happens more and more everywhere on the internet because there's so much content coming at us at all times, night and day, that we've become numb to it. That's why everyone's doom scrolling. Everything's boring because we're used to it. Nothing is catching our eye. It's just endless scroll, endless scroll. The feed. What? But maybe, just maybe, the system underestimates how stubborn creators can be. Some of you that have been with me all this time, how stubborn I am when it comes to creating. They've tried to take me down figuratively so many times, and I always say, no, I will stop when I feel like stopping. I'm going to keep going. And right now, I'm probably the most fueled I've ever been to create videos. I feel like I actually have a purpose now. For the first time in 10 years, I feel like I know exactly what I want to create. And I've been doing it. And it keeps getting better and better every time, in my opinion. But I've seen creators give up just because they felt unseen. I get it. The silence hurts. But sometimes the silence means you're building something that hasn't found its audience yet. And that's what this new experiment is about, breaking the feedback loop. Because if YouTube won't show my videos to new viewers, I'll do it on another channel, on another platform if I have to, on every corner of the digital universe that still values curiosity and honesty, wherever that may be. I haven't found it yet. Every time I think I find it, they're like, no, if you want visibility, you got to pay us some money. Okay. No, not okay. I'm not going to do that. But I'm like, okay, I'll go somewhere else. But if I can prove the system wrong once, maybe other creators can too. And I know this sounds like a rant, and it is, but it's also a love letter. I love YouTube. I really do. It changed my life. It gave me a voice, an audience, and an outlet when I needed one most. That's why it hurts so much to feel muted, you guys. But I also believe in evolution. Platforms evolve, so do creators. If the algorithm's going to play hardball, I'll adapt. I've been adapting. I adapt all the time. There's always some new thing you have to look out for when it comes to not only YouTube, but all these other uh, platforms. Your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Twitches, all that stuff. But I'm going to keep my weird mix of sci-fi optimism and cosmic sarcasm alive wherever the signal reaches. You got to know that. because you can't algorithm proof passion. You're not going to stifle me. So, yeah, Egotastic JP might be happening soon. We'll see. It's not a reboot, it's a side quest, a clean slate, a chance to see if the same voice, same creativity, and same nerdy heart perform differently when the system doesn't have a preconceived idea of who I am. If it works, we'll learn something huge about how this platform really treats creators. If it doesn't, we'll still have one more story to tell about resilience in the face of algorithms. Either way, I'm going to keep creating because the truth is, every creator eventually hits that moment where they wonder, does anyone even see me anymore? But maybe visibility isn't just about views, it's about value, the connection, the laughter, the late night comment threads. Those are real. The algorithm can't measure that. So even if YouTube's radar has forgotten me, you guys haven't. And that's what keeps me going. So whether it's here, there, if there is a there, we'll see, I'll let you know, or somewhere beyond the digital veil, I'm going to keep making optimistic rants for whoever's listening because the internet might throttle reach, but it can't throttle passion. And remember, if you want more of this stuff coming out of my mouth, you want deep dives into sci-fi, social media, got a lot to say about social media, and surviving the algorithmic apocalypse, visit egotasticfuntime.com. And if you'd like to help keep me exploring this madness, check out my Patreon. And as always, I hope all of your times, every one of your times, are egotastic fun times. Love you. Bye bye.